Welcome to another episode of Holes and Hunts. Johnny581 here. This is an all Goodwill edition. I think I hit the jackpot. Stuff here is from a couple different Goodwills. Start with right here. This is from one. I had some time to kill, so I just ran into one I don't usually go into. And we got Disney's Magical Racing Tour for the Dreamcast. This is a fun sort of Mario Kart clone. And this was $1.99 because all the CDs are $1.99, even though it wasn't priced. You just rang it up. Sorry from the annoying tape that Goodwill puts on here. The jewel case is in perfect shape. I'm hoping the disc and the booklet are. I haven't ripped the tape yet, but not bad for $1.99. Same Goodwill. I glanced at the VHS, found a copy of the Halloween Tree, Ray Bradbury story. That was a pretty cool cartoon. Don't know how many of you remember it. They used to play it on TV a lot. They don't anymore. The only reason why I grabbed it is, to my knowledge, there is no DVD print of this. For some weird reason, they just never got around to it. It's one of those transfers that never occurred. So, 99 cents. Figured, why not? Could always convert it to DVD myself. But it's fine. It looks in good shape. For those that remember, I found a cool hardcover copy of the book in a previous video, so it's nice to catch this again. And yeah, I haven't seen a VHS copy in a very long time, so this is good. It was a kid's Halloween movie, but it had a lot of dark elements to it, just like the story had too. It was a children's story, but it's more mature, and I mean that in a good way. Next up, I found for $1.99 the Fire and Ice version of Stratego. Stratego is one of my all-time favorite board games. Played it since I was little, still play it today. This is a variation that I haven't played, where instead of just having the red side and the blue side with your standard numbered pieces, there's all monsters and elves and dragons and that fun stuff. And each of the pieces has a different ability, where in the original game, like the 8 was a miner, it could defuse a bomb, the 9 can move any amount of spaces in a single direction, and aside from that, it was on the Spy, it was really very limited. But here it looks like every single piece has a different attribute. Everything was here in the original Hasbro baggies. The board's in good shape, the booklet. So I was worried it wasn't a complete game, so it was sealed up. But I cracked it open, and very good for $1.99. So really fun board game. Board games can still be played. Alright, next up is this was $2.99, and I can't get it all in the shot here. It's a universal dance pad for the GameCube, PS2, and Xbox. So now for my Mario DDR Dance Dance Revolution, which is probably the only Dance Dance game I'll ever play, I could have a 2-player game going. This is cool. It was in the box. The box is a little beat up. It's not like it's worth anything anyway. And the pad looks good and has outputs for all 3 systems. I was very happy with that. It was just kind of laying there. They had a loose one too for the same price. I just grabbed it. It's by Pelican, who made a lot of third-party accessories. I don't know if they still do. I try to stay away from the third-party stuff. I haven't seen their name around in a while. Alright, continuing the Goodwill tour. This was I hit the jackpot. Starting with here, there was a pile, and these are all 99 cents each. Just a pile of Coliseum videos and WWF at the time, home video. There were no pay-per-views, but there were some cool things here. This is from the Collector's Series. They're all clamshell. It's hard to find Coliseum videos to begin with, but the Collector's Series ones and the oversized clamshell. And I'm not talking about the original clamshells from the early to mid-'80s. These are early 90s, and they're cardboard, but the other ones are all plastic. This is the best of the Mega Matches. It says 1994 on it. I'm not going to go through the summary, but you can see some cool photos on there. Got the classic logo before they got the F out. Next we have Raw, which was out on the Genesis and the Super Nintendo. It's the home video strategy guide. And these were cool. They used to do at the time. I think there may have been some wrestlers guest hosting on here, but it could be wrong. So this is for the Super Nintendo version, the Genesis version, as you can see. Again, that was $1. Another Macho Man pick here. We got WrestleMania's Greatest Matches, which they made a lot of different versions of these. This is from '92, so I don't know if WrestleMania 8 was included in here yet, but yeah, it's cool. I think, like, I have all the WrestleManias, a lot of us do, but just getting the box artwork, that's nice in itself for wrestling fans. I wish these were pay-per-views, but they didn't. This was one non-wrestling thing I grabbed that same day. Dino Riders. I don't know if people will really remember this. It was a short-lived toy line that had a lot of potentials. There were dinosaurs that you could put armor on, and there were humans that could ride the, inside. Like they'd have like a cockpit and a lot of weapons. It was on TV briefly. I don't even know how many episodes there were, but it was on the Marvel Action Hour. It rotated in and out with Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends and the part of the X-Men episode of the X-Men that never took off past that pilot. I think RoboCop animated series may have been included in there. So we just keep shuffling the shows on, and it was early '90s in syndication, 1 hour blocks, and which is random. But Dino Riders was one of them. This is the first volume of it. It's only got one episode on it, and it's funny how it even says including Tyco commercials, which the whole episode was pretty much a commercial, but the fact that there's commercials for the toys on here is pretty cool. It's got a nice piece of artwork on the back. This was $1, and it's a little beat up, but I just figured for the hell of it, like, when you're ever going to see this again. And yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but just grabbed it. Another one, Macho Man. We got Wrestling's Greatest Champions, Coliseum Home Video. This one's also from '92. We got the Hart Foundation and Mr. Perfect on the back. So, I think this had title matches on it. Here's Hulk Hogan's Greatest Matches, which is not part of the actual Hulkamania series. This one is '92 also. So we have looks like the Desert Storm match down there. It's pretty much a Hulkamania video, if just for whatever reason it's not labeled as Hulkamania. Another WrestleMania Greatest Hits. They just keep making these. This is another '92 one. There's the WrestleMania 2 Battle Royal on the back. So a lot of these had extra clips on them too, which was good. Like they'd have Sean Mooney in the control center, or Mean Gene, or somebody. Another home video of the video game, and this is for all versions of WrestleMania the arcade game. Though it doesn't say the PC version on here, but yep, should be fun in a campy, quirky, nostalgic kind of way. There's Undertaker, He Buries Them Alive home video, and this is 1995, so this was still at the height of the Dead Man before any gimmick changes or anything too weird. I don't think he had his face crushed yet and had that weird mask that glue in the dark, but yeah, so the early Undertaker matches probably on here. I haven't watched any of these yet. These are coming right out of the Goodwill bag, so I just grabbed the whole stack and hope for the best. SummerSlam's Greatest Hits. Got Bret Hart on the cover. Got the Mega Powers from '88 on the back. This is another 1992 video. One of my favorite events, the Slammies. This is the 1996 edition that apparently includes the Billionaire Ted skits, which weren't that funny. Slammy Awards, when it was its own standalone show, was great. Something I looked forward to every year. Now it's just on a night of Raw, mixed in with matches, and I liked it better the way it's kind of like the Slammies then would like to do the Hall of Fame now, where they have an audience, people dressed up, they made more of a show out of it. Now it's just another segment on a 3-hour Raw. I'm glad they're still doing it, but it's not the same. This box is a little loose, falling apart. Yeah, this was a fun one. Back to the collector's editions, we have Heroes of the Squared Circle. The back looking quick. We have $1 Million Man, Mr. Perfect, Doink. Don't really know what's on these. We have the best of the most unusual matches. They made a few different volumes with a name similar or the same to that. Looks like the ladder match from Portland, Maine with Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels, the precursor to the WrestleMania match. Mr. Perfect. I'm sorry, with Bret Hart. Well, sorry, getting tongue-tied here. Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon. So these look really nice. They take up a lot of room, but they do look nice. This is Best of the Tag Team Champions. Yes, there used to be a tag team division. In the back, looking quick, we got the Bushwhackers, the Nasty Boys, Road Warriors, Beverly Brothers, Natural Disasters, Money Inc. There was a tag team division. You would never believe it, but there was. Tag team wrestling used to matter. It still matter again, but right now, other people feel differently. Best of the IC Championship matches. This is probably going to be a good one, because I always thought this was the work rate title, and you got some really great matches out of here. So, Shawn Michaels, Crush, another Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart. Yeah, these should be some actual good wrestling matches. Another collector's edition, we have Battle of the WWF Superstars. There were, again, more videos with that name too over the years. This one's 1993. I'm guessing these were all from 93, 94, the collector's editions. So there's Virgil, Shawn Michaels, Steiner's, Money Inc., Undertaker, Bam Bam. Good mix of, hopefully, house show matches. I used to like when the Coliseum videos would put almost exclusively house show matches on there because it was things that you didn't see on TV, and it was the only way to catch them, and sometimes there was some really good stuff on there. Got a few more. Best of European Rampage Tour from 1994. It's funny, the European Rampage, when that looks like the Manhattan Center. Anyway, there's Yoko, got the Bushwhackers, $1 Million Man. Got Scott Steiner in there. So, I don't know. These are probably just generic photos on the back, but you really never know. Yep. Another copy in the 96 Slammies. This box is in way better shape. Yep. So that's good. I didn't mind grabbing a double of that. Yeah, it's just one of those random ones that my cousin had a few of these, and I remember watching them. That they had, like, there's so many people like Macho Man, Rick Rude, Steve Austin, Booker T, Jeff Jarrett, Cactus. Like, I don't know. I guess whoever grabbed the rights to them just put out indie footage or, you know, early years stuff for various wrestlers, and this one's of Steve Austin and some of his younger days. This is probably right before he got to WCW, I'm thinking. So, for $1, what the hell. And finally, one of my favorite franchises, period. Transformers, Return of Optimus Prime was a two-parter. The end of Season 3, which brought back everyone's champion after being traumatically killed in the original animated movie, which was a very haunting moment at the time, especially when you're 5, 6 years old watching it. So, a year or so later, Optimus was brought back. I only picked this up just because it's a Transformers item, as a more of a collector. I'm not going to watch it, but it's an FHE home video release. I have the episode on DVD, so I don't need to watch this, but I like the box art and the box artwork. This was released in 1987, and at that point, I don't think a lot of Season 3. I remember Five Faces of Darkness, which opened it, was released on home video, and then this was the finale of the season. But we're in like Season 1, almost everything was put out by FHE on release in the giant oversized boxes with the comic books on the back. I don't know. I just figured for $1, it's another Transformers item for my lifelong collection. So there you have it. This is an all Goodwill edition. Thank you for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Check out the other videos on the channel. It's got a lot of different stuff up there at this point. So thank you for your support.